Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be doing the most expensive Australiums of 2019. Now, I did the cheapest version of this video a little while ago and you guys seem to like it, and I've been doing videos like this pretty much every single year to cover the prices for you guys. So yeah, we're doing that again for this one. I don't know how many years I can go doing the same thing, like just doing these types of videos. I don't know. This might be the last time. Another thing to note is that I will be saying the prices in keys. However, there will be a dollar amount being put up on the screen at the same time. So for those of you who don't really know what keys are or don't really know the value of keys, you'll also be getting a little dollar value there, so you can convert that to whatever currency you're using. I just have written down the keys for now. So. Also, I'm not including the pan because that would just ruin the whole list. At number 5, we have the Australian Scattergun, priced at 25.6 to 26.2 keys. This one actually shocked me quite a bit because I remember the Scatterguns being at least 40 keys a while ago. Which means I've lost almost half of the value on my Scattergun because I definitely bought it when it was around 40 keys or something like that. Which kinda sucks, but then again, I'm not ever really looking to sell my Scattergun, so the value drop doesn't really mean that much to me. I've lost a lot of value on a lot of other items in my backpack, so this one isn't going to stress me out too much either. But that being said, the Scattergun is an amazing looking weapon. I absolutely love it, and honestly, it's probably one of my favourite Australiums ever. You know, just in case you haven't noticed that I quite like the Scattergun. And I mean, figuring out it's worth 25 keys or something like that, you should definitely try and pick one up, because they're a lot cheaper than I thought they were. Next up, we have the Australian wrench at 32 keys, which is, again, a little bit surprising. I don't really remember a time ever where the wrench was worth more than a Scattergun, unless I'm just remembering everything wrong and it's always been like that. But I've never thought that the wrench was more expensive than the Scattergun, especially not the wrench being 32 keys expensive either. Don't get me wrong, the wrench looks really cool, and I loved using it when I had one, but then again, I don't really ever remember the price being like that. So if you bought one of these when they were a little bit cheaper, potentially you've made some money there, which is pretty good. I do want to say I absolutely love the way that the Australian wrench looks. Obviously, it's pretty much exactly the same as the golden wrench, which was a really rare item a while back. So being able to technically own one of them, even though it doesn't have the same effects and stuff like that, is still pretty cool. I just never played NG enough, so I sold the one I had because I literally wasn't using it, and 32 keys is quite a bit of money, so. Next up, we have probably one of my least favourite Australiums ever, and that is the Australian Islander, priced at 32.6 to 33 keys. I don't know why I don't like this Australium. I really don't know why I don't like it. But for some reason, for years, this thing has been my least favourite Australium, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's because every time I tried to make an SFM of it, it just looks not good at all. It's so hard to make the Islander look good in thumbnails and stuff like that, and in, you know, SFM animations that you see me use in videos. And honestly, it's too gold. There's way too much gold on it. There's not enough stuff to break it up, which I guess is the point, and I'm going to contradict myself with the next one because I like it, because it's too gold. But this one just doesn't really work, I don't think. I know a lot of people will like the Australian Islander, but I never really liked it, especially because it was that expensive as well. It used to be close to 50 keys, so, you know, 32.6 is a little bit better than that, but still way too expensive for what it is, in my opinion. I still owned one, and it was the first Australian to go, I guarantee you. Here's where I'm going to contradict myself a little bit and say that I absolutely love this Australium, and that is the rocket launcher, priced at 33.7 to 33.8 keys. Really not sure why a range exists there, just have it at 33.7, who cares? So I love the rocket launcher because it is all gold, and I feel like the golds are slightly different on these two weapons. Like the rocket launcher gold is actually a nice gold, and the Islander gold is kind of like a weird gold that's not all that great, and then you've got all the blood on the gun mixed in with it. It doesn't look good, but the rocket launcher does. I absolutely love this thing. Ever since I saw Star and Muselk use this gun, I knew that I had to have one. And considering I was trading anyway, and so a lot of people have it, I absolutely needed to get one of these guns. Again, I paid something like 50 keys when I first got one, and I kept buying one, selling it because I realized I didn't really want it all that much, then buying it again because I missed it and really did want it, and then that kept happening until I decided, you know what, I'm buying this one, and I'm probably never going to sell it, so I still have that one today. It's an amazing looking gun, and probably one of the most iconic Australiums that actually exists, so, you know, if you want to pick one of those up, then go ahead. And finally, we have the Medigun at 38 to 40 keys. Now, I knew the Medigun was expensive, but I didn't really know it was top of the list expensive. I always thought that was the rocket launcher. But I mean, this is another one that I think looks absolutely incredible, but I never played a class enough. So me actually having an item worth 38 to 40 keys in my inventory that I never use, really not worth it. So yeah, I sold mine again. The Medigun looks really, really nice. They've done a really good job of breaking up all the gold on the gun because once again, it is a full gold gun, but there's a lot of black accents on it, like the tape, I think it is, around the front of it. You know, that's black, so it breaks up the gold really nicely. And honestly, it's just a really, really well-designed Australian. I feel like if I mained Medic, that this thing would be a prized possession in my inventory. So I know a lot of you Medic mains out there will be wanting to get one. And as somebody who has used them before, I definitely recommend the investment if you can do it comfortably and don't mind putting that much money into a virtual game. They look really cool. Everyone will think you're really cool. So I mean, in my eyes, that makes it worth it, right? So anyway, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you slap a like on it. It really helps me out. In fact, no, it doesn't. Likes don't really do anything, but I like seeing them. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video like this one again. There's a load of awesome content coming this summer, so you're definitely not going to want to miss it. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching once again. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.